However, she's not feeling well, and we didn't want to expose anybody to some more germs than we already get exposed to, so you get me, which I'm very happy about. On Thursday, I said, if you don't feel good, I'm happy to talk for you. And she's like, it's my turn. I love to talk, and she loves to talk, and so what better place to be than up here talking, right? We're a spiritual community that believes in the power of our thoughts, and then how our words expressing our thoughts bring greater power to them. That we create our own realities, and in doing so, we're able to create the life we want. Now, there's a caveat to that. It means we can't be complainers. We can't be victims, because if we're not liking what we're creating, create anew. And if I don't like that, I create anew. And if I don't like that, I try something new. And eventually, and usually much faster than 3 or 4 times down since I've matured a bit, I create the life I love, which I have done, and I am thoroughly enjoying life. And that's my goal for you, a spiritual community that we support each other in enjoying life. Is that something you're interested in? Yes, me too. I love it. I love having a community of people that we can all work together for the same ideas and goals. It's so much fun that way. Let's begin in prayer, and let's do a spoken word prayer, beginning with, I am divine.
I am divine.
I live a life of joy.
I live a life of joy.
When I don't have joy,
I create joy.
I recognize my wholeness. And I'm learning to live from that consciousness. I'm abundant. I live in wisdom. And I have fun in life. And so it is, and so we're going to let that be. You can go ahead and say that. Because so it is, I almost dropped it. So it is, and so I let it be, is a way of sealing it, because so it is means I've made it so. And we want to pray from that consciousness, so go ahead and say that. I think it's cool.
And so it is,
and
so I let that be.
Yes, because I'm going to preach a little. Have you ever declared something and then totally talked about the opposite of what you've declared? So that's how we don't let it be. And I'm as guilty as anybody of it. But we all are learning, and we're all in this spiritual journey together. We have several people working with us this week. Carrie Hart, our finance person, is here in person. I'm very excited. We can clap. Well, we don't. It's really cool. Sherry Raspa, our Sunday coordinator. Vanessa is in our nursery. Julie is our YFM director, and she is also our intern for just a few more weeks. And then she will be being ordained in June. We have Jay on the piano. We have Zach singing. Marianne is supporting us with singing, thank goodness. Nancy Salk is going to read the poem for us. And Lori Weber, as you know, is our board member of the day. So lots of people, but don't forget yourselves, because you are equally important. It takes a village. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
You want to have a great day?
Yes.
Let's make it so, and so it is. All right. So healing night is this Wednesday night. We will be here from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. You can come beginning at 6 and stay the whole time. You can come anytime in between. You can come at 6 and leave at 7. Whatever you want. We are excited. The team, the Healing Night team is excited to be here, to be present, and to be offering these gifts, because we know energy healing makes a difference in life. We have Java Time coming up on Friday at the Starbucks by Costco on Sossaman. So at the Starbucks. Oh my goodness, it's closed?
Somebody ran into their power supply.
Oh, how rude.
Power and baseline is the next closest.
Which one?
Power and baseline is the next closest location.
Does it have space?
Yes.
Okay, Power and Baseline. We'll get Sherry to take care of that. Power and Baseline. We'll put it on a meme. We'll put it in the newsletter. So this is a plug for the newsletter. If you have not re-signed up for the newsletter and you want this kind of information, re-sign up, and there's a meme on the Sunday pre-service slides that will tell you exactly how to do that, or ask Sherry. She's the expert. So Java time now has moved. You know, life is really about flexibility. Yes, it is. So oh well. Say it again, Power and Baseline? Thank you.
I'll put it on the website.
Thank you. I don't think I've been to that one, so it'll be new, fresh experience for me. Come and talk to us. We get in all kinds of cool conversations, and it's really about spending time together. So Stop Your Personal Energy Leaks continues. This was the second session today. I heard people already talking about it, said they had a really good time. It is still open if you want to come. Sunday mornings, 9 to 10, in the classroom that's out this door and around the corner. So a book discussion group. Remember last year in 2025, way back when, we had Divine Audacity on next Sunday. Oh my gosh, is it really next Sunday? On the 25th, Kevin and Nancy Sock are going to do the book Think Again. The what? Oh, there's no date up there. Anyway, Kevin and Nancy Sock are going to do the book Think Again. It's a little bit of a business-oriented book, but what they're going to do is they're going to take that system and bring it into unity philosophy and teach us how to live in that manner. It'll be fun. It's a wonderful book. And I think you'll really learn and enjoy yourselves at the same time. Because, you know, we really only learn when we're having fun. Also the 25th is a pop-up grief cafe. Our own board president and expertise in grief is Jennifer Magnano. She will be leading it. She's going to do 4 of these over the course of the year. And this is the first one. I went to the very first one she did because I was grieving something, and it made a huge difference in my life. So often we try to hide when we're grieving, or we think that we should get through it really fast. But one of Jennifer's philosophies is that we're always grieving something. We're always grieving something. And so being sensitive and aware of that and supporting ourselves in that while not playing victim to that. And that's exactly what she teaches. She's magnificent and amazing. And last but not least, we have coming up a fundraiser for Unity of Mesa. It's called Beyond Broadway. Our very special Jay will be playing. Plus a pianist that's well known in the Valley named Lincoln Wright. Zach will be singing, and if you want an example or a taste of it, listen today with all of your ears. I think you will really, truly enjoy it. He's an amazing singer. And at the end of the service, he'll tell you just a tad bit more about it and talk about some of the people who are in it. It's a fundraiser. Tickets are going on sale in the bookstore. And there will be some people in the next couple of weeks walking around with tickets saying, have you bought your ticket yet? And I have heard that the performers in this are the kinds of folks that pack the room. So get your tickets early. All right, let's have some fun singing. Let the Holy Spirit, I'm going to invite you to stand as you are able. And let's sing. Sing from your heart.
Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. When you wake up in the morning, it's a brand new day. Just forget about your worries. You know it's time to hear you say, shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine its light. is bigger than my fears. God is bigger than my worries. God is bigger than my tears. Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine a light on me. Let the Holy Spirit shine His ever-loving light on me.
You guys sounded beautiful.
It's that time again, the time of the month where we get to say thank you to some of the wonderful souls in our community who have been helping out in a variety of different volunteer capacities. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different in that we're going to recognize a group of volunteers that kind of shows up once a year. We want to thank all of our holiday volunteers today. So if you helped with decorating or de-decorating, or you served at one of the services, we're going to be asking you to come up here and join us so that we can express our appreciation. Michael Allen, Skip Allen. You can clap now, clap later, clap whenever. Dan Arlotti, Erica Bowman, Mary Andrew, Cecilia Fleming, Denise Holla, Emmy Lidford, Jennifer Magnano, Tegan Magnano, Paul Raspa, Riley Ann Raspa, Arn Richardson, Kevin Salk, Nancy Salk, Paul Reichel Stout, Anna Schweitz, Katie Schweitz, TK Stevens, Julie Treglone, Janet Tully, Cindy Richardson, Haven Van Roy, Paulette Woodward, Elise Unowich. Now, before we do a big round of applause and extend our blessing over these people, I want to just say this. The holidays are a little crazy, yes? A little hectic, and we can lose track of details. So with all humility, I am asking, if you are sitting out here and you helped out in any way for the holidays and you have not heard your name, please come forward, especially Carrie Hart. Where is Xander? I heard Xander. Come on, man. Okay. Okay, please join me in extending a word of blessing. Volunteers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are. Thank you, everybody.
I would like to invite Sophia and Anna to come up here with me, and they are both going to lead us in our affirmation. Sophia, this is your very first time, right? Appreciate it. It's not too scary, is it? No. Okay, come on in, Anna. Share the microphone there. Okay.
Ready? loves me. Please say it with us. Wherever I am, God is with me and loves me. Do you want to do the chants?
Thank you, Sophia and Anna. In Youth Ed, for the next few months, we're going to be learning about Unity's 5 principles. So our affirmation is based on that first principle, God is all there is. We have a meeting coming up next Sunday, straight after class, straight after service, over in the annex. So any parents, children, teachers, volunteers, anyone connected with YFM in any way, please come along. We're going to be giving you some important information. We may also be soliciting your assistance in some way, so don't be put off by that. Come over and learn about our wonderful youth program and our wonderful youth. So we look forward to that time together straight after the service next Sunday. All right, it's time to say a blessing for our children and then sing them out to class. Children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are.
You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Light of the world.
Listen to the heartbeat of the world and take back your power. Of course, you're rejecting the status quo. Your body cannot swallow it anymore. Embrace your sweet, unique life, unfolding every moment into the unknown. Do not be swayed by persuasions and demands or the more insidious, pious expectations of your behavior. Choose your own course wisely or unwisely, but stay awake and choose. Listen to the heartbeat of the earth. Align with what you're made of and let go into your own creation. The time will be right to offer the 1,000-petaled gift, effortlessly being yourself.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun. You know how I feel, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace till the day is done. You know what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and a new world for me. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm a feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Jay. This is a taste of what's to come on February 8th. So if you enjoyed it, buy your tickets. Plus, didn't it make you feel good? Just listening to Zach and Jay be with us in that way, I felt good. It's like, oh, I could go home now. But, you know, I like to talk, so I'm not going to. Oh, I want to talk about created whole. This is one of my themes in ministry, that we are created whole. We don't have to make ourselves whole because we're already created whole. What we need to do is discover that inner design that we already have within us. That inner design. The first chapter of Genesis talks about creation. God's creating. God created the firmaments and light and said, let there be light, and animals, and eventually human beings. You know, depending on what translation of the Bible you read, it's going to say man, but it's the Hebrew idea of Adam. I know I didn't say that correctly, but it's that Hebrew language idea of every man, every woman, every person. So we have to sometimes do with the Bible some translating language in our own heads. But in the beginning, human beings were created. Now there's two different creation stories, and one, humans are just created, and in the other, woman is created from a rib of Adam. So they're different writers, different ideas, different philosophies. Do you have different ideas and philosophies from people that you know? Yes. Yeah. So it makes sense, right? Two ideas coming together. Let me write mine down. And they get together, or they get put side by side, and they seem different. Well, which one was it? I would say, does it matter? If it matters to you, go research it. But does it matter? Because that creation was made. And in the first chapter of Genesis, it's in Genesis 1, 26, 27, 28. Those are the verses. God looks at the creation, and it pronounces humans to be blessed. I was a little surprised. I kind of thought it would say humans are good, but it says humans are blessed. But we don't need to say that humans are good because it's already been stated. In the beginning, God created us, human beings, in the image of and as the likeness of God. And we know that God is good. So if we're created in the image and the likeness of God, what does that make us? Yeah, it makes us good. So there didn't need to be another statement of human beings are good. What there was there's a statement of blessing. God, Spirit, divine, whatever terminology you want to use. And depending on the writer, it's going to be Jehovah, God, or it's going to be Elohim. God blessed. So take a moment and put your hand on your heart and say, I am blessed. I am blessed because you are blessed. This is part of that wholeness that we are, created in the image and likeness of God. We cannot be less than whole. Do you see God as less than whole? Oh, I hear a little bit of a mumble. I hear some no's. But if you do see God as less than whole, then that's how you see God. It's okay. You get to have your perception. But in the unity philosophy, God is whole, and there is no thing like unwholeness within God. So if we're within God, which we are, that's what unity teaches, we are in the mind of God, then can you see how we must be whole also? Okay. Do I need to do this again? Am I communicating well? Yes. So now in our own minds, do we see ourselves? And this is a very important aspect. Do we see ourselves as whole? Better? I hear better. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Yeah. What happened? What happened that we stopped seeing ourselves as whole? That's part of your personal history, and I invite you to begin to look back and look at that. I know some things that happened for me. I took on some of other people's ideas about who I am. And instead of letting them just sort of bounce off me like a ping pong ball, I took them in. In psychology, and Sigmund Freud called that the introject. It's $1 million words for taking something in. And the moment I took it in, it's like I got behind my wholeness. It didn't disappear, but something's in front of it. So when I look in the mirror, something's in front of it. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. So think about what's in front of your wholeness that came to you from your past. Maybe for me around singing, some teacher said, you can't carry a tune. So I took that in. So now, when I sing, I'm healing this. So when I sing, it's this idea. Think about these beautiful flowers as an idea. It's not a divine idea, but it's somebody else's opinion idea. And I've taken it on. It's like I'm carrying it around. But the beautiful thing is, it's learned, and I can set it down. And so, setting it down and stepping away from it. Now, all of us have a bunch of these. I just didn't want to haul a whole bunch of things up here and stack them up and get behind them. But we all have things that cover up our sense of our own wholeness. But the psalmist knew its own wholeness, his own wholeness. In the Voice translation, the psalmist says, and the psalmist is speaking to the transcendent God. Okay, so we have an immanent and a transcendent God. And in this case, the psalmist is speaking to this transcendent God. I will offer you, the capital U is whatever term you want to put for God. I will offer you my grateful heart. For I am your unique creation, filled with wonder and awe. You have approached even the smallest details with excellence. Your works are wonderful. I carry this knowledge deep within my soul. What What does that mean for you and I? Well, the I am is the pattern of perfection that we sometimes call the Christ. You can call it Spirit, you can call it God, you can call it whatever term works for you. When we come to recognizing that pattern of wholeness, that pattern of perfection that's already within us, when we begin the spiritual journey of remembering, because that's what we're doing, then we can come with gratitude. Have you noticed that the longer you live spiritual principles, the more grateful you are? Have you noticed that? I'm getting some nods. Yeah. Now, some of us may not have, but I have certainly noticed it. It's much easier for me to be grateful for something. Even if it's something I'm not quite sure about, I can say, I wonder what good is going to come out of this. I can truly ask an authentic question, and then I can be grateful for what is. You know, the suffering and is really about the resistance to what is. So if I'm noticing that I'm suffering, then I can notice the resistance to what is. I did a little suffering on Friday. I was going to teach in the annex. And on Wednesday, our caretaker had helped me take the TV off. He had more strength than I did. So he helped me take the TV off, and I plugged in an HDMI cord, and I folded it up, and I tucked it behind the TV. And I had the intuition. This is what happens the more we step into our wholeness. I had the intuition, I need to go and check and make sure everything's working properly with my computer. Because the week before I had to have class in a different room. And that was okay, it worked. But I wanted to be where I wanted to be. So I get over there on Friday afternoon, and I find the remote, and I start trying to figure out, where's my HDMI cord? And it was gone. I suffered. You could have seen smoke coming out of my ears. I was suffering so much. I was resistant to what is. I was like, who stole my HDMI cord? And it was so full in me, I thought, I can go steal the one from the classroom. I thought, well, that's not going to be very helpful. It might mess Paul up. I don't know if he's using PowerPoints, but it might mess Paul up for his class. I didn't want to do that. I had enough, even in the midst of my suffering, I had enough sense I didn't want to cause harm to somebody else. So I went in search of an HDMI cord. It was about 4 places when I finally found one. And then I hunted Thomas down again, and he picked the TV up for me again, and I plugged it in. All of this really took 10 minutes. And plugging the HDMI cord was like, boom, it was plugged in. My computer worked, I could teach class, but I noticed that in that moment where smoke came out of my ears, I was resisting what is. What is? There was no HDMI cord. Could I fix that easily? Yes. What was the worst thing would have happened? I'd have gone down to Target and bought a new one. That's the worst thing. But I allowed myself to get into some suffering over it. Thomas was great. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll help you out. He's like that. Oh, yeah, I'm happy to help you out. So I had forgotten that I'm wondrous. I had forgotten to live in wonder and awe. I didn't practice my spiritual principle of, I wonder what good is going to come out of this. So I really just didn't do it. But what was beautiful is it didn't take me a long time. So when we get into this place where we're behind whatever it is for us that keeps us from being aware of our wholeness, when we get into that place, it's okay. If we can love ourselves in that place, then it's really very helpful. And it gives us an opportunity to say, I can step out of here faster. Now, we get to stay here as long as we want. I don't want to stay there that long. I want to be having fun in life. I wanted to get that TV going. I wanted to make sure my PowerPoints ran. I wanted to move on with something more that was more pleasant to me in the rest of my day. And I did within 10 minutes. But there was a time in my life that I would get back here and I would hang on to it for a long time. Because somehow it meant to me that I was not worthy of something. Now, I don't know what it means to you, but somehow to me, it meant I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy. Somebody else was better than me. Somebody else would have noticed. Somebody else would have had the strength to pick that TV up. Hear the ruminations? Do you have any like that? So we can say, okay, wow, look, I'm ruminating. And yet, I can be grateful for the experience. What did that experience am I grateful for? That HDMI cord that I put in worked. Thomas was pleasant and happy, and we got a few minutes to talk. And that was wonderful. He was like, sure, I'll help you anytime. Just let me know. I love those moments. And I love encountering people who are open to those kinds of moments. Makes life so much easier. I got to be grateful that it got fixed very fast. I got to be grateful for technology. I got to be grateful on Saturday morning to go in and plug my computer in, and there comes my PowerPoint, and to teach in the class I want. I got to be grateful for how magnificent the students are in that class. The list goes on. And when we bring our wholeness to something, we bring our grateful heart to something. And it's an understanding that we carry this knowledge deep within our souls. The psalmist knew that. We carry our wholeness deep within our souls. So put your hand on your heart for a moment. And if you have a second hand, put your second hand on your solar plexus. I can be grateful for this inner knowledge that's deep within my soul that I am in the process of bringing forward. And I can live in joy because something, whether I'm consciously aware of it or not, deep within my soul knows I am whole. And let's take a breath into that. And when you're ready to let go, let go. This is how we sometimes see ourselves. We know we have a heart. We know we love. But sometimes we see ourselves in this way. We see ourselves in this way because, for the most part, somehow we've picked up that idea that we're not good enough, or that we're comparing ourselves to somebody else. We might compare ourselves to ourselves. And so when we do, there's a heart, there's light around us, but we're not necessarily in the receiving mode of that light. And yet, when we start to really, truly understand that we're whole, that we have within us the pattern of perfection, and all we have to do is express that pattern. Go like this. I'm expressing the pattern of perfection. I'm expressing the pattern of perfection. When we live in that, this is what we see. We move from the perception of the figure on the left to the perception of what we are. Light. We are light beings. We are whole. And the more we live in our wholeness, the more joyful we can be. The more we understand our divine nature and live from that consciousness, the more joyful we can be. Cora Fillmore was Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity. She was his second wife. And she says, when we really live in perfect relationship to principle, and principle says we're whole, when we live in perfect relationship to principle, we shall have the power to combine ideas rightly and so manifest wholeness and perfection in mind and body. So we're not making it up. We're not actually creating it. Manifestation is the expression of the wholeness that's already there. That's this movement. I am manifesting wholeness. Do this. I am manifesting wholeness and perfection in mind and body. Any of you perfectionists out there? You get to manifest it. And we get to do it by getting in alignment with spiritual law. Wholeness is the truth we remember. It's not something we have to go create. We simply remember that truth. And that memory oftentimes begins when we come on a spiritual path. I was on a spiritual path. As I've told you guys, at one time, I didn't know what I was doing, but I was drawn to recognizing that I could be more than I was being. Somebody gave me a Wayne Dyer book. You'll see it when you believe it. I thought the title should have been I'll Believe It. Or, yeah, the opposite. I should see it and then I could believe it. That was my idea. I read that book and I thought, wow, I have to believe it first? So when I started looking at what my beliefs actually were, then I began to say, well, I like myself, but I don't like myself. It's like I like myself and I don't like myself. I like myself and I don't like myself. So what I started doing is listening to Louise Hay. It's only a thought. I don't like myself. It's only a thought. And what do we know about a thought? It can be changed. So I was traveling for an hour and a half, 3 days a week, to do different practicums because I was in school. I wouldn't let anybody ride with me because I would get in the car, and this is the days of cassettes, so that tells you something. I would get in the car and pop in a Louise Hay cassette about self-esteem, and she says the phrase twice, the affirmation twice, and then she gives space to say it. I would say it with her. I would say it with her. I would say it with the space. I would say it with her. I would say it with her. I would say it with the space. My hour and a half drive there, my hour and a half drive back from my practicum. I began to notice over time, I had a different experience of myself. I'm so grateful for whoever gave me that cassette tape, because I don't remember buying it. Somebody must have said, oh, Nickie needs some help. Hi, I have this gift for you. Now, that's not to say every time somebody has a gift for you that they're telling you they need some help, but I am pretty sure that was what was going on for me. So if somebody saw something in me that I could be expressing greater, they saw my wholeness. Her name was Sarah Reynolds. She saw my wholeness greater than I could see my wholeness. And so she gave me a cassette tape. I have to say, I had my grandmother's old 1977 Chevy Impala that hadn't been driven much because my grandmother would drive it the 2 blocks from her house to church and church back to her house. So when I moved to Mississippi, my mother gave it to me. And I was listening to this cassette tape day after day after day, and that cassette player broke. Oh my goodness, it broke. So I talked to a few friends, and I figured out how to pull the cassette player out. This is how badly I wanted it. I didn't have a lot of money at that time, and I didn't believe that I could afford a new cassette player for my car. I pulled that cassette player out. I took it apart. I put it back together. I will tell you there were a few extra parts that I couldn't figure out how to get in there. But that cassette player worked. That's the power of my intention. I wanted to learn to express more of myself in a positive way, in a whole way than I had been doing. So wholeness is a truth we remembered. And through the support of a friend, through, I don't know, I think it was a miracle that I put that cassette player back and it worked. Through the support of Louise Hay's ideology, I started to live in my wholeness. And if I can do it, you can do it if you're not already doing it. So, and I can imagine when we live more from our wholeness and we're radiating that frequency, we touch lives we have no idea. I am sure Louise Hay, who I would have liked to met but never met, has no idea how deeply her cassette touched my life. And it did. And I know my friend Sarah watched me change. And she saw how that one cassette and my willingness to do the work made a difference in my life. The divine design is already within us. I've talked about that. We don't have to go hunting it down. These are words of Charles Fillmore. The divine design is already within us. It was in us from the moment we were a thought in the mind of God, because we were created in the image of and likeness of God. So that design of perfection has to be within us. The real question is not, is it there? Hello, is it there? The real question is, am I willing to become aware of where I'm not living it and begin to live it? Spiritual awareness awakens what has always been present. This is what Emily Cady talks about quite a bit in Lessons in Truth, which for a long time was the basic foundational textbook of unity. We don't have to become spiritual. We are spiritual. We simply have to receive and be able to reveal what's already within us. And sometimes that takes work, you guys. Sometimes it means that, oh, I'm holding a grudge. I have to let that grudge go. I have to do something different. It means that if there's a relationship that I am challenged by or struggling with, I can't say, well, it's all your fault. I have to say, what in me is bringing forth that challenge? What in me? Where am I not healed? Where am I taking something personal? Where do I have some Velcro for somebody else's idea? Or where do I want to control them and make them be different? I know you guys would never do that, right? But where do I want to control them? I'm feeling triggered, so I want somebody to do something different so I won't feel triggered. Instead of going, wow, I have some work to do, inner work to do. I wonder what I can do to come back to that place of joy and fun and awe. And if nothing else, come back to neutral with every individual in my life. That spiritual awareness wakens what has been present. What is also always present in our wholeness? Love, because that's who we are. So how can I use my spiritual journey to awaken to greater love in my life? Say that. How can I use my spiritual journey, to awaken to greater love in my life? So we've asked the question. Watch what happens this week. We begin with intent, which we just did. Focus on our own consciousness. So often it's really easy to focus on somebody else and say, well, they need to change. So often it's easy to focus on something in the world that we see needs to be different. But we don't ask ourselves, how am I doing that, whatever that is for you, in a microcosm way within me? And the moment I start to change that microcosm that's within me, then I see things differently. This is what Eric Butterworth talks about, is seeing the world from a right perspective. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. And as we are changes, we see the world differently. And then we begin to embrace all of life with love, ourselves included. Love ourselves as much as we can from exactly where we're at. In the Gospel of John, the writer, I think it's 10:10. 10:10 wins, you guys, if you're from New York. The Gospel of John says that Jesus spoke to the people and said, I came that you may have life and have it abundantly. Have it abundantly. Jesus came so that we can live the principles that Jesus taught so that life can be abundant. Are you willing? Are you willing to let your life be abundant? Where is it not? Where is it not? Bring your wholeness to that place. Where are you like, oh, this is something I'm worried about? Bring your love and your wholeness to that fear or that worry, because worry is just another word for fear. Bring your life, bring your wholeness, and bring your focus of consciousness with the sense of I am whole, I am a pattern of perfection. Because for whatever problem there is, the solution is already within us. It's within us from that divine perfection. We just have to call it forth. We basically have to get out from behind whatever we see as keeping us from being whole and step out. And we might have to listen to a few. These days, it probably wouldn't be a cassette tape. It would be Spotify or Pandora or Amazon Music, whatever it is you listen to. We would probably stream those. And Louise Hay is on, at least I know she is on Amazon Music streaming. So, love This is May Rowland. May Rowland was once the head of Silent Unity. So she is a woman who has prayed and prayed and prayed. And her prayers are scientific kinds of prayers. They're the prayers for the outcome, not for the problem. Love is an inherent power that, if allowed to be expressed in one's life, will transform every inharmony, will transmute every negative condition into part of the harmonious whole. So wherever you do not feel whole, bring love, because the power of that love will be expressed and be transformative. The power of love is transformative. The really cool thing is not only are we love, love is all around us. It's like if you think about the ocean and the wave, the ocean is the love, and we're the wave. And so we're already in love. We're love that's in love. All we have to do is recognize that we're there and open our hearts and minds to it. And when we do, then the negative conditions, if it's really negative, will, and what I mean by that is we believe something's negative far more than it's actually negative. What if that very thing that we think is not working in our lives is inviting us into something new, something different? The prophet Isaiah says, step to the left or step to the right, and the voice behind you will say, go that way. I used to worry on that. How can I go that way? How can it work? Eric Butterworth helped me with this. Eric Butterworth says, whatever direction you go in, you're going to have an experience. No matter what we do, we're going to have an experience. If I come over here and I'm having an experience of feeling not good enough, what steps did I take and what might I do differently? I can step away from that and create a new experience with my mind. I can find some tape, streaming mechanism, and start the shift in my consciousness. Or I can make my own and begin the shift in my consciousness. I can go to ChatGPT and ask for some positive affirmations about my life. And if you've worked with ChatGPT very much, it knows who you are. It knows I'm a unity minister. So would you like these in a unity minister way? Would you like these in a spiritual philosophy way? Would you like these in a humorous way? That's what ChatGPT writes back to me. And then it gives me something. So we have a multitude of strategies that we can use. So this is what May Rowland says, and I believe it. That power of love is inherent within us already, waiting for that expression. So my challenge to you this week is, how can you express love in ways you had not thought of before? I'm whole, complete, and divinely designed. This is the truth, the capital T truth of each of us. The wisdom, love, and life of God are already established within me. I trust the divine design expressing through me now. If you are interested in this, say this with me. I am whole, complete, and divinely designed. The wisdom, love, and life of God are already established within me. I trust the divine design expressing through me now. Through us, as us. That divine expression is waiting for us to invite the expression. Are you willing to do so? Let's sing our way into meditation with Christy Snow and Jack Fowler's song, I Am Opening.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart
opening our hearts, opening our minds, opening to that divine pattern of perfection, our wholeness that is already within us. As we move through this spiritual journey together, we open first to ourselves and second to each other. We know that we are blessed because it has been declared. It has been declared. We know that as we love ourselves in all of the parts of ourselves, that there are no bad parts. There are only the parts that are seeking greater expression, or the parts that are seeking to protect us from something that we have held on to as a belief. We open to the presence and the power of God that's already within us. We open to the inner guidance. We open to the joy that is our birthright. We open to the health that is ours by divine right. We open to the abundance that's available to us even when we don't think we can see it. We're open to aligning with spiritual principle and law and bringing forth the manifestation of our heart's desires. Bring these thoughts into the sacred and holy silence. Give gratitude for the part of you that recognizes the knowledge of your soul, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Your heart and your soul knows your wholeness. Your heart and your soul knows that you are wondrously made. Open in gratitude to that knowledge, the truth of who you and I are. And let yourself come back to this room with that knowledge, with that understanding, with that confidence. And give yourself gratitude and love for your willingness to be here today, for your willingness to be on a spiritual journey, for your willingness to live your best life.
Thank you, Reverend Nickie. And we send our love and prayers that Reverend Mindy's feeling better. Appreciate all you do. Thanks for that reminder that we are divine, and let's open our hearts to the flow of abundance. It's now time to support our beautiful community. Thank you, ushers, for coming up. There are numerous ways to give here at Unity of Mesa. Thank you for all that you do. There's the Vanco app, bookstore, mail it into Unity of Mesa, and today with our ushers. Thank you. Let's say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
This is the moment. This is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I've faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, no matter the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Thank you, Zach and Jay. This is our personal trailer, our in-person trailer for the concert. Oh, thank you so much. We're going to bless our offering, and then I'm going to ask Zach to speak just a moment about the concert. Let's use this beautiful blessing. If you feel somehow like you're in need or would even just want greater abundance in your life, take some of this blessing for yourself. There's plenty of it. Together, we are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance, and we give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. And so it is. We will seal that truth with so it is. We have a conversation starter for you today. What is one way you're currently experiencing good in your life? Something that may seem simple to somebody else, or maybe you think it's too simple. Oh, it's this little thing. But it's meaningful to you. Share that with each other so we can expand our hearts with one another. We have hospitality in the community room. It's through the double doors that are glass. We have chaplains who are happy to pray with you. Would the chaplains stand up? We have John, we have Barbara, we have Sharon here to pray for you. Don't bring your story to them, you guys. Bring the outcome. What is that outcome of your prayer that you most want? And let them hold that in consciousness and watch it come forth. And then Zach, would you be willing to talk to us a moment?
Sure. So Beyond Broadway is really cool. We're in our second year with it and first time in the Valley, so that's exciting. We've got Jay, we've got Lincoln Wright, who's an incredible pianist as well, coming to join us. We've got Tazia Kennedy, Chris McQuaid, and we're really excited about Brenda Jean Foley, who's worked with Arizona Theater Company and Phoenix Theater, and she's a real star, so she's coming to us as well. So February 8th.
Yay, thank you. Yes, we get to see talent like that for a couple of hours. Beautiful. I invite you to have the absolute best week ever. I challenge you to see how much love you can experience and express in your lives. And let's close with the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. All is well in your life. Have the absolute best week ever this week.
This is the moment, no matter the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of